Attention students, these are your morning announcements. Welcome to your morning announcements, powered in part by Classic of Denton. Well, good morning, everybody. Thank you very much for joining us here at DentonRadio.com. These are your morning announcements, where we bring a quick rundown on all things Denton events, Denton weather, and Denton news. Without any more ado, let's go ahead and jump into it. Starting off, as we always do, we are taking a quick look at DiscoverDenton.com, our great community calendar. If you guys like to follow up on any of the events we talk about today, you can find them all at DiscoverDenton.com. You're going to find addresses and contact information and full bios and pictures and links and all that good stuff, all available at DiscoverDenton.com. It is Yoga Wednesday over at the Golden Triangle Mall for all you yogis out there. Juan Alberto Negroni Midsummer Night's Dream is on display at Texas Women's University. Also on display at TWU, Kathy Lovis Glitched and Taped. Drawing class over at A Creative Art Studio if you'd like to flex your own creative muscles. The Chamber Coffee Grind will be live right here on DentonRadio.com at 10 a.m., so make sure you tune back in for that. Homeschool Art Enrichment over at Wildflower Art Studio on North Texas is on display at the Patterson-Appleton Arts Center, as well as I Come as One But Stand as 10,000. That is also on display at the PAC, as well as the Under Tension exhibit, also on display at the Patterson-Appleton Arts Center. Arts After School at the Greater Denton Arts Council, also known as the Patterson-Appleton Arts Center. Happy Hour Yoga over at Dan Silverleaf. Dusty's Drink and Draw over at Dusty's Bar and Grill. BYOV Bring Your Own Vinyl Night over at Wine Squared. Trivia Night at Game Changer Sports and Arcade Grill. Wednesday Night Griffin Sprints over at Denton Courthouse on the Square. Wednesday Night Social Run over at Oak Street Draft House. UNT Concert Orchestra, Clay Contrux as conductor over at the Murchison Performing Arts Center. Live Jazz over at Steve's Wine Bar. Midway Mart Open Mic Night at Midway Craft House, and it looks like that is our list for today. Again, if you'd like to follow up on any of these events, you're going to find them all at DiscoverDenton.com. Jumping over into local weather, let's see what that weather is doing today. We had the sunshiny kind of a day yesterday. We may not be looking at the same today. We are looking at 66 degrees right now. Really, our high is 67. So we're probably right around as warm as we're going to get. We may get a little bump again around 3 to 6 or so, but it looks like it's going to be a steady drop throughout most of the day, and it's going to be, again, mostly in the 60s. Now, we're looking at pretty good chances of rain earlier in the day, everywhere from 36 to 49%-ish, but all of a sudden we hit 15% at 5, and then all of a sudden 1% at 4. Now it's going to start picking back up as we get back into the late AM, but it looks like we may get a little bit of a break here in the evening. The clouds are going to break up a little bit once we're all off of work and all that good stuff. We might still get the chance to do some of those outside activities. Since it has been a little drier and all that kind of stuff the last couple of days, we just maybe won't be too muddy to do some of those outside activities, but make sure you please are checking back on Facebook and all that good stuff to see if there have been any cancellations. But it looks like once we get past the morning, we shouldn't be too terribly bad. So that is your weather report for today. Taking a quick look at local news, we are pulling in our local news stories from Denton Record Chronicle, more specifically DentonRC.com. You can follow up at DentonRC.com on any and all of this, or you can go ahead and grab yourself a physical newspaper as well. Top stories today: Argyle Middle School student co-authors book with his mother. Very cool. Very, very, very fun story. Denton to bring back mayor's committee on people with disabilities. Despite prosecutors' warning, county accepts $1.2 million grant for veteran treatment program. From the police blotter, a customer's upsetting remark ends with man's weed charge. From the sports section, Notebook, UNT set for important clash with Louisiana Tech. UNT's been doing so great lately. We'll see how things hold up against old Louisiana Tech. From the business section, we've been talking about this all week. Sweetwater Grill and Tavern set to reopen this fall, which is very, very fun. From the opinion section, the one and only Pat Sherman correcting a common misconception about United Way donations. If you guys would like to follow up on any of these stories as well as many more, you can find them all again at dentonrc.com. And I believe that is your morning announcements. Well, we want to thank you all again for tuning in with us right here at dentonradio.com. We are, of course, coming at you live as well on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. So any and all of your favorite platforms, make sure you are tuning in and subscribing and liking and following and all that good stuff for all of the content that Denton Radio is coming at you with. Again, we will be live with the coffee grind again at 10. So make sure you tune back in for that here shortly. Also, make sure you stay tuned all day to dentonradio.com for all that great local music. Thanks so much, everybody. Have a good one. Well, thank you for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed the show. Be sure to check out dentonradio.com for new Denton artists and where they're playing next. While you're surfing the internet, make sure you check out our friends Classic of Denton at classicofdenton.com.